working hand in hand for the betterment of everyone, expanding our horizon to attain our goals, leading the team with high spirit.
Coming together in one mission for an outstanding win-win solution in making a difference to the lives of many as we deliver an endless service through our profession.
To teach and to inspire with high hopes,
We welcome our learners.
This is the showcasing of SDO-SCC simulated plan for the opening of school year 2021-2022.
Education may still be a daunting challenge as we continuously brave the unprecedented pandemic. However, this gears up the top management of Schools Division Office of San Carlos City,
Led by the school's division superintendent, Dr. Lourdes D. Servito.
along with the Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Marilu N. Cardenas,
CID Chief, Dr. Edita R. Pidas,
SGOD Chief Sir Villamor Q. Gloria,
and Administrative Officer 5, Sir Nelson Peralta, to collaborate and plan for pivotal approaches concerning the challenges that are apt for the next scholastic year.
We at SDO-SCC are proud to present Carlos and Carlene.
Carlos represents the male San Carlinian learners, while Carlene is for the female learners.
Carlos and Carlene warmly welcome the San Carlinian learners.
The current school year, which may dub as the new normal schooling year 1, is about to end. Yet, it etched some lessons in the field as we are about to welcome the opening of school year 2021-2022.
Herewith, SDO-SCC presents its full strategies concerning the major areas.
As to the current school year, we have 47,961 enrollees based on the LIS, while the projected enrollment for the SY 2021-2022 is 48,956. This shows that we eye for a 2.07% increase on the rate of enrollment.
The primary mode of enrollment shall be online. Learners who have internet access shall fill out the online learner enrollment and survey form with the guidance of their parents or guardians. Meanwhile, for the physical enrollment, parents and guardians residing within the barangay where the school is located may enroll their children through school appearance. Thus, strict compliance to minimum health standards pursuant to the guidelines set by DOH, IATF, and other government agencies shall be observed.
Profiling of learners shall be done through phone call or text or chat message, wherein the class advisors will communicate to the parents or guardians using student directory or through chat message using FB Messenger.
Walk-in enrollment. This will be for learners with no internet access only. There will be a schedule of enrollment and assigned teachers per grade level. No mass, no enrollment policy shall be imposed. Minimum health standards set by the DOH shall also be strictly observed.
Resourcefulness, hard work, dedication. These three virtues signify the preparation, production, and provision of self-learning modules, learning activity sheets, and remedial activities through the unwavering efforts of the teachers and stakeholders.
At SDO-SCC, we have the creation of project mode, module development. It is a division effort to address the dearth of learning resources.
We also have the modal or modular and electronic learning modality, wherein a systematic and continuous orientation with the parents and learning facilitators became the routine in the educational milieu.
Model is a combination of modules and electronic learning resources, such as broadcast lessons and pre-recorded video lessons, since pandemic year 1 up to the next school year.
In terms of the availability of support materials, SDO-SCC focuses on utilization of alternative delivery mode, ADM, self-learning modules, SLMs, which will be given to the learners across learning areas and grade levels.
Increased number of schools holding online classes, distribution of tablets from the provincial and city government.
Purchase and delivery of the data storage device, flash drive or OTG for storing digital learning resources.
Meanwhile, for the school-based, classroom-based quality assurance, the following shall be implemented. Creation of school-based rapid assessment team.
Issuance of certification of rapidly assessed SLMs.
Certification of weekly issued SLMs.
Creation of project-free or future-ready e-education. Orchestrating e-library, functional library, and media center in every school, and reading corners in every classroom.
Dealing with the practices on the distribution and retrieval of modules, there shall be identified distribution centers per school schedule.
Systematic distribution of SLMs in the learning centers or drop-off points.
Assigned community learning centers for alternative learning system.
Thus, with all these plans, we are concerned mainly on the strategized distribution and retrieval procedures to minimize the flocking of parents or guardians in the schools, thereby adhering to the health protocols and standards.
To make all the plans possible, it is deemed significant for the department to look on the welfare of its people as they are considered as the education frontliners.
With that, SDO-SCC is up for the deployment of teachers needed in every school from the elementary grade level to the senior high school. This includes the thorough identification of available teacher items for school year 2021-2022. Hiring of job orders and local school board personnel.
Dealing with physical health and psychosocial preparedness of teaching and non-teaching personnel, the following measures shall be observed. Promotion of daily preventive actions for all staff by practicing healthy habits.
Provision of alcohol, face mask, face shield, and soap for hand washing for all staff.
Enforcement among personnel the policy of staying at home if unwell or with symptoms.
Daily screening of body temperature to determine those with history of fever or feeling feverish in the 24 hours among all staff and visitors upon entry in the office or school perimeter.
Creation of a checklist for decision purposes whether teacher, staff can go to school or office.
Establishment of procedures for staff who have symptoms of COVID-19 or are not feeling well in any way to be sent home or be isolated from others.
Conduct of webinar on psychosocial preparedness of school staff.
Schedule and conduct of regular kumustahan with school staff.
And provision of counseling support for personnel experiencing anxiety or depression.
The office through the Curriculum Implementation Division and School Governance and Operations Division had conducted webinars on educational concerns via Google Meet, MS Teams, live feed on YouTube channel to capacitate school heads and teachers in preparation for the school opening, SY 2021-2022.
With regards to the vaccination plan for the school personnel, the following strategies shall be implemented. Listing or pre-registration for vaccination. Whereas, based on the summary, 95.37% of the teaching and non-teaching personnel have decided to get vaccinated, and only 4.63% answered no and yet are still on the process of convincing and informing them of the vaccination program to come up with a 100 percentage.
Updates and status report on the vaccination program.
Identification of the priority group, senior citizen, personnel with comorbidity by district, and promotion of education campaign on vaccination, back to school program.
To address such concern, SDO-SCC came up with a strategic flow for an organized reporting and monitoring based on issuance of the Department of Health.
COVID-19 positive personnel informs the principal.
Principal instructs DRRM coordinator to submit initial data report, full name, age, address, position, school, date tested, date of result release, place and date of confinement, symptoms, at at once to Division DRRM Coordinator and COVID Incidence Report not later than 3 days after the submission of initial data report.
Division DRRM Coordinator forwards information to Division COVID-19 Focal Person for reporting to the Regional Office and Central Office Online COVID-19 Reporting Database. Then, Focal Person to City Health Office for advice.
Division DRRM Coordinator coordinates with San Carlos City Health Office for school disinfection of the affected school.
Lockdown of school, contact tracing by the City Health Office.
Reinstating employee to present medical clearance and certification of completed quarantine from the CHO or attending physician.
As to strengthening partnership with the parents, guardians of the learners amid this pandemic, the following are the strategies for technical assistance or facilitation.
Reading innovations.
Math on wheels.
Creation of educational ABPs.
Planning with school heads and teachers.
Understanding the important role of parents or guardians in the new normal education.
Online kumustahan with the parents and stakeholders.
Family Day. It was a Sunday morning. My mother prepared ham and sandwiches for our picnic. She brought a big mat, a pitcher of juice, and a butter for me. We all rode on our car going to the picnic. Bilog. Ang bilog. Ang mga bilog. Ito ay mga bilog. Ang bola ay bilog. Ang bilog ay walang gilid.
After provision of reading materials, we conducted a meeting to our parents for the distribution and orientation on how they can help us in implementing our reading recovery program, because parents play a big factor in this project.
Self-motivated I Read with Parents for the present school year. With the supervision of parents, learners are asked to read orally reading materials given during module distribution and retrieval. Comprehension is tested through questions provided. Via phone calls, teachers look into their students' reading improvement every 3 in the afternoon on weekdays, thus making it a 3 o'clock habit. PNHS is hopeful that through Project SIP, the number of learners under the frustration level of reading will be decreased, and that the challenge of improving the reading skill of struggling readers will somehow be addressed.
SDO SCC has the following plans and activities for school year 2021-2022. Quarterly planning workshops on social mobilization and networking.
Strengthening of strategies in engaging and sustaining partnership with stakeholders.
Quarterly coordination meeting with GPTA officials.
Convergence with local stakeholders through webinars.
Division Adopt a School Advocacy Program.
Division selection of Best Brigada Escuela Implementer Fiscal Year 2021. Monthly special events such as World Teachers Day, Women's Month, Heritage Month,
and partnership engagement activities on resource mobilization of our stakeholders from public and private sectors. Donations of construction materials, printing machines, tablets by the local government unit. From provincial to city to barangay.
Partnership with the community for a systematic distribution and retrieval of modules.
Community pantry with federated PTA and barangay council.
SDO-SCC shall voice off the 2 modes which can possibly happen for the opening of classes pandemic year 2. and power supply shall be checked and monitored regularly.
Virtual learning environment wherein the office looks after the availability of functional computer laboratory with computer equipment and internet connectivity or internet capacity. School year 2020-2021 has been a challenging year in the department as on how to cater the needs of the learners amid pandemic. However, through the various strategies proposed and implemented in the field, here we are now, coming across its finale.
Yet, facing another school year to welcome, pandemic school year 2021-2022.
We may be posed with so many what-ifs before, but glad to note we made it. For the learning areas with insufficient supplies of centrally procured learning resources, the following actions were taken. Provision of digitized lessons to schools.
Conduct of capacity building activities on LR development, enable teachers to develop or contextualize instructional and learning materials.
The development of digitized instructional materials using Open Educational Resources or OER app.
Quality assurance of teacher-made learning resources.
For blended learning, Scenario 1, print-based modular plus online.
Non-print-based modular plus online.
Non-print modular plus radio-based instruction.
Home-based study guide plus radio-based instruction.
Non-print modular plus internet broadcast via FB Live and SDO SCCP TV YouTube channel.
Project Prime, promoting radio-based instruction vis-a-vis milk-based education as a learning delivery mode through a classroom on the air program.
This is in partnership with the 3 radio FM stations in the Gupan City, namely DZMQ AM, 576 Radio Pilipinas, DWON FM, 104.7 IFM Dagupan, DWCM 1161 Action Radio.
For the distribution modification, we have online distribution of learning resources, distribution of non-print SLMs via OTGs,
Distribution of non-print SLMs via offline server, remote area community hotspots for education and learning.
creation of community-based drop-off points for the distribution of modules and other learning resources,
Creation of community-based drop-off points for the retrieval of learners' answer sheets, modules, and other learning resources. Comes August as the opening of school year 2021-2022 and as the department reiterated on the limited face-to-face classes, SDO SCC shall meet and comply with the criteria set by Department of Education.
The following strategies for the ideal scenario shall be met. The general rule for the limited face-to-face classes will be for a maximum of a half day only. All schools are encouraged to comply with this strategic class scheduling. Thus, face-to-face classes will be intermittent or staggered or in shift with reduced class size.
If pushed through, the resumption of limited face-to-face classes will urge the teachers to play a vital role with the new challenge.
However, with a passionate heart and genuine service, teachers shall adapt and fine-tune the systems and strategies based on the experiences during pandemic school year 1.
This school year 2021-2022, teachers shall be given equal distribution of the teaching loads. Adjustment of teaching loads based on the time allotted for each learning area, congruent to modular distance learning, online learning, or limited face-to-face classes.
Only one class per grade level will be held in a small school, maximum of 3 classes in a medium school, maximum of 5 classes in big school. 20 learners will be allowed in classrooms measuring 7 by 9 meters, while 16 learners will be accommodated inside small classrooms to ensure physical distancing. Moreover, school activities and lectures can be done in open spaces.
Classroom setup shall be in accordance with modular distance learning, online learning, and limited face-to-face classes.
Provision of sufficient hand washing facility and adequate water supply.
Utilization of clean and regularly sanitized toilet or comfort rooms in every school.
Posting of sanitation and health protocol signages within or nearby the toilet areas. Schools to allot from their additional school MOOE funds to procure PPEs, vitamins for learners and teachers.
Schools Division Office of San Carlos City is now up for the opening of school year 2021-2022.
With consistent planning and innovations which are
Engaging and useful as we keep on
arising the test of time.
rearing and upskilling the prime movers in the field.
Everyone, therefore, shall take part as we shout.
One DepEd in the new normal education.
One goal,
One mission.
one division.
San Carlos City, we are one. Tara na!
Pasok na tayo!
Sama-sama na buo ang pag-asa.
Para sa pangarap, tayo'y magsikap.